After the 36 spirits and the spirits before them had all been bound, Solomon had much quiet in all the earth, and spent his time in profound peace, honored by all men, and by everything under heaven. With the help of the demons, he built the entire temple of the Lord God, and his kingdom was prosperous. His army was with him, and the city and people of Jerusalem had serenity, rejoicing and delighted. All the kings of the earth came to him, from the ends of the earth, to behold the temple which he built, and having heard of the wisdom given to him, they paid homage to him in the temple, bringing gold and silver and precious stones, bringing bronze, iron, lead, and cedar logs. They also brought him woods that do not decay, for the equipment of the temple. Among them also, the queen of the south, being a witch, came in curiosity, and bowed low before the king. She tried all of his wisdom, and he instructed her, according to the wisdom imparted to him. One day, one of his workmen, of ripe old age, threw himself down before his throne, and said, "King Solomon, pity me, because I am old." Solomon bade him to stand up, saying, "Tell me, old man, all you will." And the old man answered, "I beg you, king, I have an only-born son, and he insults and beats me publicly, and plucks out the hair of my head, and threatens me with a painful death. Therefore, I beg you, avenge me." And Solomon felt pity on him, as he looked at his old age, and commanded that the child be brought to him. When he was brought, Solomon questioned him as to whether his father's accusations were true. And the youth said, "I was never so filled with madness that I would strike my father with my own hand. Be kind to me, O king, for I would not dare commit such impiety, poor wretch that I am." On hearing this from the youth, and not sure which to believe, Solomon urged the old man to reflect on the matter, and accept his son's apology. However, the old man would not listen, and insisted he would rather let him die. And as the old man would not yield, Solomon was about to pass sentence on the youth, when he saw Orneas the demon, laughing. He was furious at the demon laughing in his presence, and ordered his men to lead the father and son outside for a moment, and bring Orneas forward before his tribunal. When Orneas was brought before him, Solomon said to him, "Accursed one, why did you look at me and laugh?" And the demon answered, "I pray thee, king, it was not because of you I laughed, but because of this ill-fated old man, and the wretched youth, his son. For after 3 days, his son will die untimely, and here stands the old man, desiring to foully make away with him." Solomon said to the demon, "Is what you say true?" And he answered, "It is true, O king." And Solomon bade them to remove the demon, and that they should again bring before him the old man, with his son. He told them to make friends with one another, and supplied them with food. Then he told the old man to bring his son to him again, after 3 days. And they saluted him, and went their way. When they had gone, Solomon again had the demon Orneas brought before him, and said to him, "Tell me, how do you know this?" And he answered, "We demons ascend into the heavens, and fly about among the stars. And we hear the sentences which go forth upon the souls of men. With this knowledge, we come down, and whether by force of influence, or by fire, or by sword, or by some accident, we unleash our active destruction, thereby carrying out the sentences upon those they were pronounced. For men who are not sentenced to die untimely, by disaster, or by violence, we appear to them in our human nature, and walk among them, and be worshipped by them." Solomon again questioned the demon, saying, "Tell me how you can ascend into heaven, being demons, and intermingle with the holy angels." And he answered, "Just as things are fulfilled in heaven, so also are they fulfilled on earth, for there are principalities, authorities, and world rulers. We fly about in the air, and we hear the voices of the heavenly beings, and survey all the powers. But as we have no ground on which to alight and rest, we lose strength, and fall off like leaves from trees. And men, seeing us, imagine that the stars are falling from heaven. But it is not really so, O King. We fall because of our weakness, and because we do not have anything to lay hold of, and so we fall down like lightning, in the depth of the night, and suddenly we set cities in flames, and fire to the fields." Finding it hard to believe, Solomon ordered that the demon be guarded for 5 days. After the 5 days had expired, Solomon called for the old man again, and was about to question him about his son. But the old man came to him in grief, and with a sad face. And Solomon said to him, "Tell me, old man, where is your son? And why do you look gloomy?" And he answered, "Lo, I have become childless, and now sit by my son's grave, in despair, for it has already been 2 days since he died." And Solomon, on hearing this, knew that the demon Ornias had told him the truth. The queen of the south saw all this happen, and was marveled. She beheld the temple of God, with all of its great works and precious stones, and donated a shekel of gold, and 100 myriads of silver, and of bronze.